Hey, TransMyDef and people of YouTube. It's Chris, and this week's topic is dreams. I admit my pretty much my whole life I've never been one to remember dreams very often. I know everybody does dream, assuming they go into a REM cycle in their sleep. But I've always just been one of those people that I often don't remember my dream. When I was younger, I remembered them a little more often than now. But even as like a kid, I wasn't really aware of like a gender. As I dreamed, I kind of like the viewpoint if you're playing like a first person shooter game, like maybe you have hands, but you don't really have a body. So that was pretty much how I would dream, and most often when I remembered my dreams when I was younger and still now, I'll remember like nightmares and usually not dreams. But it's very rare that I even remember nightmares, and they're usually nothing too serious. So, I know as a kid, I had probably my most common dream would either be like I was falling through like nothing or falling towards a body of water, or I'll be late for school or something. But now it's late for work. If I remember a dream, I feel like I'm always running late for something. I guess that is something I don't like doing in real life, even though I sometimes am late for everything except work. Um, so yeah. Um, I also remember I had a dream as a kid, like I was riding my scooter or something, and this car like pulled up next to me and like pulled a gun out the window and started shooting at me, and I was doing like these like Matrix kind of dodging the bullets, and somehow managed to out scooter the car just because I'm apparently really fast in my dreams. But yeah, so I never really had a full concept of gender in my dreams, but I do remember when I was younger, probably between like 7 through like 9 years old, laying in bed every night, and I kind of would go off into this like alternate world before I fell asleep. And in that world, I was male, and my name was Chris, and just like in real life, I was the third youngest in the family. Although in this world that I was in, almost like a spacey world, like I don't know if I lived on like a space station or something, I don't know, but I had a lot of siblings, and all of which were brothers. I had no sisters in my dream. I was surrounded by boys, and I was a boy, but I never really thought anything of it. I figured this that a lot of kids dream in the opposite gender, and I still had really no inkling that I was trans until I was introduced to trans people when I was closer to 18, 19 years old. Um, so yeah, I feel like that's about all I have to say for this week. Sorry, I don't really have much interesting to say since I am one of those people who rarely remembers dreams, but I will talk to you next Thursday, and I hope you all have a good week.